Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm somewhat new. I'm somewhat new to Zoom calls. Usually somebody else handles them for me. Pete, we've never met, but thank you for having me here tonight.
Absolutely. Glad for you to join us.
So I am Shannon Sell. I am the current mayor of the city of Houston. Took office about 18 months ago, March of 2020. After basically all our previous people either resigned or got voted out of office. I grew up here. I'm actually a local. My parents have been here. My grandparents have been here. Aunts, uncles, family's been here for a couple hundred years. So I know the city of Houston. I know the history of Houston. I know where we came from. I know where we're going. My thought on Houston is when I took office, basically nothing had been done in Houston for 18 months. And we had a development dropped in our lap of 2,600 homes and another 300 townhome community, almost 3,000 homes that we had to get ready for. We have worked extremely hard. Our council, we've worked as a team, our staff, and City of Houston has met the challenge. And I mean, I can say that we're really proud of it, what we've done. We've done a major sewer expansion plant an expansion to the sewer plant to upgrade enough capacity to take care of our immediate needs. Rolling right into our next expansion, we got the allotment from EPD today. We started construction on a water tank. 2-3 weeks ago, the foundation's in on it. It'll be the first of one of two that are planned here for the next 2 years. So we've been busy making sure that you've got water pressure, you've got water volume, that everybody in the city is being taken care of. I think in general, people take water and sewer, kind of for granted, because when you turn your faucet on, it's always there. And you wouldn't miss it until you turned it on and it didn't work. I heard something earlier about keeping the developers accountable. In September of last year, the city of Houston adopted an impact fee program. And we are receiving, I think it's about $2,800 per home. And there are different rates once it gets into commercial property. This is a 20-year program. It'll bring in approximately $20 million to the city of Houston. It's used for parks and recreation, it's used for police, and it's used for fire. It is taking a good bit of the burden off the taxpayer and putting it on the new homeowners. People say the developer pays it. Yeah, he writes the city the check, but at the end of the day, it's the homeowner paying it. It's the newcomer paying it. The newcomer is paying the water tap fees, the sewer tap fees. That is what we are building water tanks with. That's what we're building sewer expansion plants with. Our city, we've held a few town hall meetings. When I ran for office a year and a half ago, the police department was a top topic. And the mayor, myself, and the council, we answered the call and we decided we would start the police department back up again. We have not had a police department for about 10 years, and it about broke the city of Houston. We are keeping very close tabs on the cost of the police department. We have one officer. We are still setting up all the court system. We're still trying to get all the radios and the lights in the car, but we're progressing. We have bought a police station. Yes, about 57% of the cost of that came from impact fee money. So it was the overall cost to the taxpayer was actually less than half. This year we did also form a new Downtown Development Authority, the DDA. Extremely pleased to get this started. It was a It was a goal of mine to get that done, and we put them together, I think, late spring. We've got a good team on there, and we've already kind of assigned them some projects to start getting to work on. And I think in the next few years, you're going to see a major transformation in the town of Houston. Finally, we have the rooftops that are bringing businesses to Houston. And, growth, nobody wants the traffic, but everybody wants the Publix and the Walmart and the Home Depot within walking distance. And we all want that, but that's not a feasible, logical way to think, because you got to have the rooftops to get the businesses there. They just can't invest the money without the customers. We are doing our best to improve the traffic flow in Houston with some cart paths through some existing subdivisions, some new subdivisions. So we really kind of hope very soon, the next 2 to 5 years, that we're going to have a major cart path system through Houston, to where if you live in one of the subdivisions or downtown, you can get to a park, you can get to a grocery store, you can get to restaurants without having to get in your automobile and drive down Highway 53. And we're pretty excited about that. I've told people one thing that's coming. The developers have told us this is a done deal. We're going to have a Publix in downtown Houston. And I say downtown on the Highway 53 corridor, right next to the Coulter, Crestwind, Twin Lake development. I heard something also, whether Houston was a welcoming town. I think you asked that question, Nate. If you were here at our fall festival 3 weeks ago, we had a record number of booths. I think there were 175 booths. I would gather to say there could have been close to 10,000 people in the city of Houston on that Saturday afternoon during the parade. Because I was in the parade and went down the street. And again, I grew up here in the parades. And the difference in, every year over the last 50 years is tremendous. We do have a good mixture of people moving into Houston, young and old alike. I want to make sure everybody's aware that our Crestwinds development has 1,300 homes in it that are all 55 and older. And so that's, we're getting the young people, but we're also getting the retirees. And 1,300 homes is not a small number. So we're really happy to have that. I have great relationships with our counties, with our cities. The mayors of all the cities, we meet together once a month to discuss what's going on in each city. We stay in constant contact with Jackson County, even with some other cities. Government's good about sharing ideas. That is one thing that I've been really happy with. Everybody has had the same problem you're having today, and it's easy to get an answer of how did you address it from another city. So I really look forward to serving the city of Houston for a complete full term. It's been an honor to serve them. I love being a part of this town and helping mold our future. I think we are definitely headed in the right way. I put 25 to 30 hours a week in at City Hall, and we are in meetings constantly on planning and what's going to happen for our future and what's best for our residents. And I invite, the entire council invites, the city staff invites any resident of Houston to contact us directly. We are happy to talk to you. We're happy to answer your questions. The city of Houston is transparent. There are no secrets in City Hall. I can promise you that. We are filmed. We are documented on every meeting. There is nothing in Houston that the public can't find out. And again, Pete, thank you for having me tonight. I'll be glad to take questions.
Get myself unmuted there. Thank you very much there. And if anybody has questions, please send those in there. I'm glad to hear you say that that you are talking to other cities there. I'm a system administrator by trade, which is working with computers. The reason you get into that business is because you're lazy and you want the computer to do the work for you, not yourself. So if you can find examples and how other people addressed it, I'm a big believer in that. And I think we got a lot of the Jefferson Council here. They've heard me on my soapbox about Peachtree City and their car path way. They've got car paths all through Peachtree City. So hearing that that's connecting to Brownston and something on y'all's radar is very good. I like that idea a lot personally. I used to make fun of her when I go visit her over in Peachtree City because they had their little golf carts parked everywhere, and then more times we visited, it turned out to be a really good solution for a lot of the issues there. Let's see. If there's any questions coming in, let's see. I actually will go ahead and since this was asked of Miss O'Looney there, there's this phrase that says "Don't Gwinnett our Jackson." What does that mean to you? And what